The power goes out in winter, and most people think the problem is darkness. It's not. It's the cold creeping into your bones, slowing your thoughts, tightening your chest, turning your own body into the thing that betrays you. And here's the part nobody tells you. Modern homes, the ones packed with insulation and sealed windows, can actually become death traps when the heat stops. Because once the system dies, you're trapped inside a box that leaks warmth just slowly enough to fool you into thinking you're safe, until you're not. And this is exactly where Germany's most efficient wood heating technology stops being eco-friendly engineering and starts looking a lot like survival intelligence. See, most people imagine fire as simple: burn wood, get heat, done. But that's primitive thinking, and primitive thinking wastes fuel. In a real collapse scenario, wood is not just fuel, it's time, calories, and labor. Every log you burn inefficiently is energy you'll have to replace with your own body later. German heating systems like the Kachelofen or masonry heater were built around a brutal truth: you don't need more fire, you need smarter fire. Instead of constant burning, they use short, extremely hot fires that burn wood almost completely, extracting maximum energy while minimizing waste. The science is simple but ruthless. Combustion efficiency increases with temperature, and when you burn hotter, you burn cleaner, meaning more of the wood turns into usable heat instead of smoke drifting uselessly into the sky. And here's where it gets interesting. Instead of letting that heat escape immediately like a metal stove does, these systems trap it inside dense materials: stone, ceramic, brick. Thermal mass. That's the secret weapon. Heat doesn't just disappear, it gets absorbed, stored, and then released slowly over hours, sometimes even a full day. So instead of feeding a fire constantly, you burn once, maybe twice, and the structure itself becomes your heater. In survival terms, that means less fuel gathering, less exposure to the elements, and more time staying inside where you're not freezing. It's the difference between working for your heat and making your heat work for you. Now imagine the alternative. A standard metal stove burns hot, sure, but it cools down just as fast. The moment the fire dies, the temperature drops like a cliff edge. That creates a dangerous cycle. You keep feeding it, burning through your reserves faster and faster, until suddenly your woodpile is gone and winter isn't even halfway finished. German systems break that cycle. They stretch heat across time, smoothing out the peaks and crashes. It's controlled energy release, and in a blackout scenario, control is everything. But efficiency doesn't stop at burning. Airflow is where most people fail without even realizing it. These systems are engineered to pull in just the right amount of oxygen, creating near-complete combustion. Too little air, and you get smoke and carbon monoxide. Too much, and you cool the fire, wasting energy. German designs often use carefully calculated channels that guide hot gases through the structure before they exit, extracting every last bit of heat. It's like forcing the fire to give up everything it has before letting it escape. And in survival terms, that's exactly the mindset you need. Nothing wasted, everything used to its limit. Now let's talk about something people underestimate: smoke. In a collapse, smoke is a signal. It tells others where you are. It tells them you have resources. Efficient combustion reduces visible smoke dramatically, which means these systems are not just about warmth, they're about discretion. A clean burn is quieter, less visible, and far less likely to draw attention. In a desperate environment, that matters more than comfort. It's the difference between staying hidden and becoming a target. Then there's the psychological side, which nobody prepares you for. Constant fire maintenance is exhausting. Waking up every few hours to feed a stove, worrying if it's going to go out, managing fuel like it's slipping through your fingers, it wears you down. German heating systems remove that pressure. You light it, you let it burn intensely, and then you rest. Your brain gets a break. And in survival, mental endurance is just as critical as physical warmth, because once your decision-making starts to slip, that's when real mistakes happen. Another thing, these systems are designed to radiate heat, not just blast it. Radiant heat warms objects and bodies directly, not just the air. That means even if the room temperature isn't extremely high, you feel warm because your body is absorbing energy directly from the surfaces around you. It's the same principle as standing in sunlight on a cold day. You're not heating the air, you're heating yourself. And that's far more efficient for survival, because it reduces the total energy required to stay comfortable. But here's the part that really changes the game. These systems force you into a rhythm. Gather wood, burn efficiently, store heat, rest. It's a cycle that aligns with survival reality. You're not reacting to the cold every hour, you're planning for it once or twice a day. That shift from reactive to proactive behavior is what separates people who endure from people who panic. Because panic burns resources faster than any fire ever could.